fan. All right, hey, my name is Rory Diamond, and I am the CEO here at K9s Warriors, and I'm so excited to do our March class of 2021, where we're going to graduate some Warriors. We'll do some, like, golf clap. So, because it's raining in Florida, I'm asking that we just do golf claps from here on out. So we'll welcome our class. Golf clap. Welcome, gents. These shirts make my heart sing. This is so great. And we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. So you guys can keep on standing, and then we'll do the national anthem right after that. So Steve and Quinn, if you want to do the national anthem right here, come on in, sir. The American flag is right here.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket track glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Miss Laura, you lead us in the pledge when you're done crying? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. No, Stephen, come here. How amazing was that? What do you do for a living?
Well, I work for a realtor company, but I also sing for a living too.
And you live here in Jacksonville, or?
Yes, sir.
How amazing is this guy? How long have you been singing the national anthem?
I've been singing the national anthem for about 6 or 7 years. I've been singing altogether for about 8 years.
What is the biggest crowd you've ever sang for?
The Little League World Series.
Where was that at?
In Pennsylvania, Williamsport.
That's amazing.
And it was on ESPN and ABC, all of that.
This was spectacular. You have an incredible talent. Wouldn't you agree with me? We're so honored that you did this.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
I appreciate you doing it. Thank you.
Always here when you need me.
That was amazing. I'm super excited to kick off this graduation. We're inside, if you don't know, online, because it's raining and there's tornadoes in Florida, and we've got all sorts of things going on, so we are inside. But this is every class that comes through K9s for Warriors is incredibly special. Every single one, and we learn from all of them, right? Every single one teaches us something. But literally from day one, this class has been unique in ways that I don't think any of us knew was going to happen. If you just look at their attire today, unusual for K9s for Warriors and veterans, I might add. But I'll just tell one story here, and it should encapsulate what a magical group of American heroes we have. On what day was it that you saw the waitress? Was that third day? Second day?
The third day.
All right, so these warriors came from all over America, welcomed you here, got you dogs on day one, you get on day two. On day three, they go down the street to a restaurant, and they saw a waitress who was on her first day, brand new mom, single mom. How many dogs does she have? 7 dogs. So she's making some good decisions, but I'm not sure about 7 dogs. And then they pooled their money together, and they gave her an over $100 tip. That's our Warriors. If that doesn't tell you about this class and how they have bonded together, how they have helped each other and held each other up. We've got Warriors who had never been to a store in years, who hadn't been to restaurants in years, and they've stood up for each other in a way that I haven't seen a class do in such a long time. So I'll just tell you, it's an honor to be part of the team that got to work with you. It really is. We'll jump right into graduation because I know y'all want to get this part out of the way. So we'll do it, I promise you. Our first graduate, you ready, Mr. Greg?
Ready to go, sir.
We're a well-run machine here at K9s for Warriors.
It's my fault.
No, you're all good. Cody and Duncan, come on up. Duncan is sponsored by Lee and Dorothy Thomas. Duncan is in honor of the Thomas's loyal 15-year-old Schnauzer who passed. They hope the new Duncan is just as great of a companion. I promise you, Mr. and Mrs. Thomas, that he is. And Duncan comes from Stanley County Animal Control all the way from North Carolina. There's a really strong history of dogs named Duncan from K9s for Warriors, and they are all amazing, so nice job. Next, we have Raymond and Roper. Roper is sponsored by our amazing friends at Deutsche Bank's Veterans on Wall Street groups. Many names were submitted from the Deutsche Bank team, and Roper was the chosen name. Roper is the name after a Deutsche Bank staff member, beloved father-in-law, who is a veteran in World War II. The VOWS team, this is the Veterans on Wall Street team, has hosted a duck dash annually in support of K9s. And Roper is the first of 2 dogs sponsored through that. If y'all don't know, K9s for Warriors has a long history with Deutsche Bank. And they've got this incredible presence here just north of us by about 20 minutes on our main campus. And they do this duck dash where they put ducks in the retention pond. In Florida, we have retention ponds. Everybody else has a drainage ditch and the water goes away. Here, we got to keep it because it's flat. And it's really cool, but where's Ms. Ellis? Where are you at? You want to come up? Come on, we have to tell this story. The people need to know. Come on, this is beautiful. This is Mary Ellis. She's Roper's daughter-in-law. And you're here with your husband and the rest of the team.
Yes.
Please tell us the story of Roper. You give it to you. Doing this microphone here.
I gotta hear this.
Right? It's such a cool looking dog too.
He's a beautiful dog. Roper Jordan Ellis Jr. is my father-in-law, and he was in the Army in World War II, and he landed on D-Day at the beaches of Normandy.
Amazing.
And he's just been a wonderful father, father-in-law, grandfather. And whenever we had the last duck dash, I just thought, why not Roper? Whenever they asked
Yeah.
for suggestions. And I was quite surprised and excited whenever they chose it. And then the employees voted on it.
That's awesome. Thank you. I
thank
appreciate
you.
you. No masks. Don't hate us. Thank you to all of our friends. That's awesome. Miss Mary, I read that story earlier today, and I was like, that is spectacular. We cannot do enough to acknowledge the greatest generation and to land on D-Day. It's just, that's a bravery that just, our warriors do it every day today, but that generation really set a standard. It's incredible. Our next graduates are Brian and Chesden. Chesden is sponsored by the Chesden community. The name Chesden was chosen in tribute to the Chesden community, where everyone with a golf neighborhood known as Chesden Landing was eager to participate and play in their charity golf tournament, helping to support our veterans and rescue dogs. This is their second dog. I remember the first one from the community effort. Chesden, the dog, was donated to our puppy program by Lisa Bauer in South Carolina. So we've got a Gamecock dog. And Chesden started puppy training with Marie Massey, who we all love here at K9s for Warriors, prior to being transferred to our Alabama prison program. Upon return from the program, she went to Estelle Davis and John Restaville, and they are here. Where are you all at? Amazing puppy raisers. Do you want me to embarrass you today? Because I will. Come on up, come on. Let's hear about what this was like. Come on. You did something amazing. Look at this. You're a patriot. I appreciate this. All right, so introduce yourself and tell them how long did you have this beautiful dog?
Okay, my name's Estelle Davis, and this is our second black lab. We had April, who graduated at the Alachua campus 2 years ago. And then we got Chesden from the puppy program at the prison. We had her, I think.
How good was Chesden out of the prison?
She knew all her basic commands.
Yeah.
She was very good. And then we would come every week for a class with Cindy.
Yeah, Miss
and
Cindy does such a
Mary.
good job. Is Cindy
Yeah,
in here?
Cindy.
There she
Yeah,
is. She does
we
such a
would
good job.
come-
Give her a golf clap. She
We
works
would
very
come
hard.
every week for continued training. And then we had her, I guess, almost 5 months. Full time we had her, and then we turned her in and we had her almost every weekend for another 4 months.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for what you all did. I know it's hard to let them go, but what a great job you all did. You're amazing.
And I wanted to say, because Cindy said, you might call me. She said it was 10 times as much work as I thought it would be, but it was 10 times as much joy and happiness, and we are so grateful. And
I love it
so much.
Well, thank you for doing it. It's amazing the work you did.
And your sister's my ARNP at NAO.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. She's been beating up on me for the last 41 years. All right, that was amazing. Next we have Donald and Hero. What a great name. Hero, not Donald. Yeah. Hero is sponsored by Operation Kindness. Our good friends over there, Operation Kindness Florida, raises funds to support our servicemen and women who have sustained emotional and physical injuries during the military service. Our warriors, America's hero from the sacrifices they made, putting their life in line, protecting our freedom, and our dog will be our warrior's hero from bringing them security, independence, love, and peace. That's amazing. Operation Kindness Florida has done 13 dogs with K9s for us, so give them a round of applause. Man, this is our third dog in a row from the Carolinas. York County Animal Control is where Hero comes from, so thank you to the Carolinas. Our next graduates are Joe and Walker. Walker is sponsored by Gary and Lynn Sneed, our good friends. They named him Walker in honor of George Herbert Walker Bush. When they sponsored Walker, George H.W. Bush had recently passed away, and they couldn't think of a more fitting tribute. I agree. Helping a warrior and remembering a great man. This is the 5th dog that the Sneeds have sponsored. That's amazing. For individual sponsors, thank you to the Sneeds. And Walker comes from Alachua County Animal Services, where we have our other campus, our Gold Family campus, which will be having graduation next month, right? Yes, sir. That's amazing. I love that this dog is named after George H.W. Bush. If you don't know, he had a service dog himself at the end of his life, and it was really amazing to see him get to do that work. I have just one announcement to make, and then we're going to hear from our warriors. First of all, actually 2 announcements. First of all, we have 2 warriors who are Marines. Raise your hand, Marines. I know you. I wish I could say we're clapping because you're Marines, but we're not. We're clapping because we got $5,000 extra each from both of you, because our friends at the Ross Creek Marines give us $5,000 every time a Marine comes through our program. The Moss Creek Marines, they're a small group of Marine veterans based in Moss Creek community of Hilton Head Island, and their goal is to keep the esprit de corps of the United States Marine Corps alive by supporting fellow Marines both home and deployed, and they have been incredibly generous to K9s Warriors over the years, and it's really awesome. We love our Marines, of course, but we love the $10,000 too. My second announcement is that 2 weeks ago, K9s for Warriors was part of a very important announcement ceremony in Washington, D.C., where we announced the PAWS Act, that the Puppies Assisting Wounded Service Members Act, which would require the United States Department of Veterans Affairs to recognize that these dogs help warriors with post-traumatic stress. Let me ask a rather easy crowd to convince. Do service dogs help veterans with post-traumatic stress? All right, please tell the VA because they're having trouble learning.
They won't answer the phone, Roy.
I'm not going to beat up on them too bad. We're trying to be friendly these days. It's hard for me. But this act, it's HR 1022, and it would require the VA to recognize that this is a good way to help warriors who have post-traumatic stress. I'll say this. The very worst thing that can happen for a warrior who goes to the VA and gets prescription drugs, the list goes from this wall to that wall. There are so many side effects from the drugs that we're giving our warriors. However, a service dog, the worst thing that can happen is you get a well-trained dog. But we know for a fact that these dogs are saving our warriors' lives. They're making them happier and healthier. And we really, really want to see the PAWS Act passed this year. It's absolutely critical. So please tell your member of Congress, your senator, your congressperson to support the PAWS Act. And there's 2 of them. So remember this number, 1022. 1022, go on K9s Warriors Facebook page. You can read all about it. Is it you? Come on up. I love it when our warriors want to talk. The podium's all yours, sir.
Thank you, Rory. It's not that I want to talk. Again, my name is Ray Murray, and I'm really excited I get to be up here because we want to recognize not only K9 for Warriors, but I've got, like Rory, 2 announcements. And the first one is we got to enjoy Jacksonville while we were here, and we saw a lot of incredible places. And one of the places we happened to go to was a restaurant that, minus the dogs, we really had no business being in, this group of guys. But we were on our best behavior, we did well, and we were treated to an incredible meal, an incredible time by 2 of the nicest people I think we've ever met, and that's Bob and Rhea. And we were really, really worried there until about 2 minutes ago because Bob walked in, and if he could, can you come on up, Bob?
Come on up, sir.
Come on up, come on up. Is she?
We'll see if we can find
So
it.
everybody, he did try to get his wife inside.
Let's see. See me.
Where is she?
I think somebody let her in.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm late. The traffic was bad, man.
Hey, don't worry about it. There's tornadoes out there. I'm from Rhode Island. We don't deal with this stuff. Rhea, come on up.
Ray, a flag and sign.
Kat, Cody, come on.
Maria, come here. You got summons.
My job is not to step on tails.
So Rhea, you missed. Come on, no, you got to keep walking. We wanted to thank you guys for the day that you showed us. It was absolutely incredible.
You're all good.
I
Don't
hope
worry
the
about it.
next class gets to enjoy it. Your hospitality was great, and we can't thank you enough. So we took some pictures, and my dog is attacking another dog. I'm just kidding, not attacking.
They just love each other so much.
Yes.
They've been
So,
hanging out for 3 weeks.
Thank you very much. We all signed it.
Oh, that's awesome.
On behalf of
behalf
Captain Cody, of Joe, Don, and Brian, we can't thank you guys enough.
Thank you very much for your generosity and your hospitality.
Well, that's fantastic. Can I make a comment?
No, of course, sir. Get to the microphone, though.
Guys,
Let the world hear it.
We came in early with traffic.
Yeah,
Oh, you're fine. You're
storm out of
fine.
Mandarin, but guys, I got to tell you, these guys came over Saturday and we had a ball. It was just wonderful. And their server, Lexi, you remember Lexi?
Yes. Sure do.
Okay, you guys left. Lexi came up to me and she says, Bob, I've been doing this over 10 years and I've never had so much fun and met such great guys. I just fell in love with them.
I love it.
She was so excited. You guys are wonderful. She loves you. And I hope y'all will come back every graduation.
Yes, sir. I love it.
I hope
You
everybody.
give Lexi a raise.
But anyway, we thank y'all for coming.
Thank you both. And it's River and Post. Check it out. That's the best food you're going to eat, I'm telling you.
This is so nice of you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. And our next and our last, and we're going to wrap this up, but there's too many words that I could use and say to describe what this experience is here at K9 for Warriors. And there's too many people to thank. April and Karina back there from the kennel staff, to Mike, Greg, to Damon, to James, and there's 2 others I'm going to Kathy. But I want to call 3 people up here real quick who made all this possible and really changed the lives of these five gentlemen you see up here. So if I could get Dan if I can get, yes, come on. Come on, Laura.
You make her
Come on.
cry.
And if I can get Rory and Cap, come on back up.
Those guys were a lot of fun the other day at lunch.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
More room over here.
They said over here. I just follow the rules. Remember, I'm a student. You're the boss. So, K9 for Warriors has an incredible photographer. He's sitting here in the front row. If you don't know him, his name is Dustin. The guy's incredible. He follows us everywhere. We didn't know where we were going, so give him a hand, please. So, whether we're left, right, north, south, he took some great pictures and he provided one for each of us and our service dog. So there's a picture of each of us, our service dog, our unit patch that we identify with most, and of course, our K9 Warrior class numbers. So,
That's
on
awesome.
behalf, Dan, Laura, you know how much we love you guys. We need to see you after this. Now that we're graduates and we can talk to you on the same level, we got some words for you. And Rory, you run an absolute excellent organization. Your staff is top notch. I can't say enough, even with the bad Magnum PI jokes. Other than that, thank you so much.
You're the man. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
You guys accept this. That means you have to take it.
There you go. We're done with it.
Nice
Thank
job.
you so much.
Nice job. Nice work.
Hey,
Appreciate you.
come on, Duncan. Come on, Duncan.
Are you starting to understand why this class has been so magical? Y'all been amazing. Let me ask somebody who knows what's going on. Is there anybody I need to recognize? Anything else I forgot? All right, I think we're okay. I'm sorry?
Were you recognized?
Miss, yeah, these guys are amazing. I don't get credit. The team gets credit. What's up, Miss Cindy? Who did I miss?
We missed a couple of our fosters here.
Oh no! Come on up. Come on up, Cindy. Come up. There's a microphone. There's a microphone. You're gonna help me. Come on up, because there's a microphone. Oh, you just made my day. Look at her face. All right, so tell us who we need to recognize, because it wasn't in my book.
I didn't get in there fast enough, I guess. We have the Dejanars here. They fostered Vader, who used to be Vader, now Duncan, for several months during a
Ooh.
medical period.
Nice,
And
so
did a
hard.
great job with him. And sorry I didn't get it in your
No,
paperwork
you're totally
fast
fine.
enough. So, but we just want to thank you for all of your time with him and getting him back to health, because if you didn't, he wouldn't be here.
Yeah, no doubt. That's hard work. Yeah, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Being a medical foster is so hard. Not only do you have to go to these appointments, but you have to keep the dogs calm and safe, and especially with heartworm, it's so difficult to do. So thank you so much for doing it. You saved 2 lives with your work, so thanks for that. I love it. All right, so we'll wrap this up. Because we're kind of in a confined space here, we're going to let the Warriors kind of wander out, and then the rest of us can stand up if that's okay with you. The Warriors that want to stay, you can. We're just going to hang out outside underneath the eaves if you feel like it, or otherwise go back to your room, no problem at all. But we'll just give them a chance to exit. But this is such a blessing to get to be a part of K9s for Warriors. It is such a great thing to be a part of this team. And gents, we love you. Don't be shy. Come back. God bless you all. God bless America.